Well, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're a brand new student and you want to be shown around. Well, first of all, welcome to CDU. As the academic dean, I stand ready to serve you to ensure that your educational experience is awesome in every way. So if you ever have a problem in any of your courses and you're not able to work it out with your professor, don't hesitate to let me know. What would you like to do first? There are two ways you can log into Canvas. The first way is simply go to the CDU website. That's cdu.edu and go to the upper right-hand corner and click Current Students. Then you simply go down to My Courses, and then you're going to be led directly to the place where you can click to log directly into Canvas, which is our learning management system. Now the other way is you can log into Canvas directly. You can do that simply by putting https://cdu.instructure.com. Now when you get to this place, you'll simply enter your username, which you received when you registered for your first CDU course, and your password. If you forget your password, no problem. Simply click Forgot Password and Canvas will send you information about how to reset your password. They'll send it to the email that you used when you registered for the CDU course to begin with. Now, setting up your Canvas account is easy. The first thing to do is simply click on Account. That's in the top left corner. And you see here, I'm set up as Thomas Aquinas. So you can see you're going to school with very, very good company. The first thing you'll do is go to Settings. You can see here that your name will already be set up in the blank, but you'll want to type in your name as you would like it to appear in Canvas. That is when you actually log into your course. Very important that you upload an avatar image into Canvas. That's so your professor and your fellow students can see what you look like. So you'll do that by clicking simply on the profile picture here, and then you'll go through the directions to upload a picture. Over in the right, you'll notice that there's places to set your contact information. The initial contact information will be your main email address that you use to register for your course, but you can add other email addresses over on the side here. You can also add other contact methods such as a Skype number, a Twitter handle, or the like. Now, let's assume you set up your account. Now you want to go to your notifications. Here you want to decide how you want to be notified of activity that takes place in your Canvas course. You have a choice of being notified immediately, being notified daily, or being notified weekly, or in fact not being notified at all. When you're first starting out, it's generally a good idea to be a little more liberal in the notifications. You're sort of learning the ropes after all, and you want to make sure that you catch everything that's happening in your course. Later, you can dial back your notifications as you would like. Okay, great. Now you're entering your CDU course for the first time. The way to do that is to simply click Accept for the invitation, or if you've already been accepted, simply click on the card for your course, which you'll find when you click on your dashboard on the side. And now we're into our Canvas course. Okay, the attendance policy. Let's assume now you're in your course and you're ready to look at your syllabus. You'll actually see the attendance and participation policy at near the top of your syllabus under Attendance Policy. Student attendance policy in CDU is defined as active participation in the course. Participation in this course may take the form of posting to discussion forums, submitting assignments, or completing quizzes and exams. You must participate each week in some way to satisfy this requirement. Simply logging into the course is not good enough. Any student who can't meet the attendance requirements for any given week should contact your instructor immediately. Now, if you fail to attend for 2 consecutive weeks, you may get dropped from the course, and that's bad because it might affect your financial aid if you're on financial aid, or it might just mess up your plans in general. So please keep attending and always stay in contact with your instructor. And here it's especially important that you log in on the first day and introduce yourself so that you can meet all of your fellow students and your instructor. Now, while it's technically possible to take a CDU course with only a dial-up internet connection, practically speaking, the vast majority of our courses, you can't even begin to fully enjoy them without a high-speed internet connection. You're definitely going to need a high-speed internet connection to take a final exam with Examity if it's a proctored final exam. So you'll need, if you don't have a high-speed internet connection, you'll need to get to a place where you do have one. You'll also need a webcam, which most modern laptops and PCs have. Now, it's nice to have a printer too, but it's not absolutely essential. And yes, CDU is mobile friendly, so feel free to use your tablet or your phone to log into your Canvas course. Great. One of the first things to do when you're starting a new course of any kind at CDU is to look at the syllabus. You can do that here in two ways. One, by clicking on the notification bar on the side, or pressing the button down on the home page below. In the course syllabus, you'll see the description, you'll see the course objectives, you'll see the required textbook, required software if there is any, because occasionally courses will use e-textbooks, the name and how to contact the instructor, the attendance policy, which I will cover fully in another segment, how to study for the course, and what the course consists of, how the final grade will be determined, policies in the course, and finally, the actual meat of the course itself. This is the weekly topics, the objectives, and probably most importantly, the reading assignments and the assignments to be handed in. Those are in the two right columns. Okay, well, this is a college course, so you're gonna want to go to the library. And it's easy to do that. You just go to the left navigation bar and click Library. Here we have a variety of headings here that help you locate research sources. Accessing print books, the New Catholic Encyclopedia, which is online, which we have, how to check out an electronic book, useful links for research, writing a term paper, journal articles and dissertations via ATLA, that's the American Theological Libraries Association, that's for theological and philosophical research, just general browsing of the CDU library. There's an orientation to the library similar to the one I'm giving you for the whole online campus. And there's Sister Rebecca Abel, who's our librarian, who's ready, willing, and able to take your questions. Okay, student life, excellent. First, you want to meet Kathy Vestermark, who is in charge of our student life. Kathy is a CDU alum and stands willing and able to answer any questions you might have about the online campus and about CDU in general. To go to this student life, simply go to the left navigation bar and click CDU Student Life. Here you can see a video by Kathy herself. You can visit the Student Life Center. You can offer a prayer intention in the CDU chapel. You can mingle with Kathy and other CDU students occasionally in the CDU Cafe. You can go to the CDU Resource Center, and there you'll find the bookstore link by which you can order books for your courses, as well as a number of other things. If you're an MA student, you can find much more detailed information on how to take your comprehensive exams and how to do your culminating capstone thesis assignment. And there's also an interesting link for the Alumni Forum. Okay, at some point you're going to want to at least take a glance at the student handbook. And again, there's a link for that over on the left side navigation bar. When you follow that link and read the book, you're going to find that there's a lot of information about being a CDU student. Policies, practices, all sorts of things which are going to come in handy throughout your CDU career. Okay, it's later in the course now and you need to start thinking about the final exam, if there is a final exam in your course. If there is a final exam, it's going to be a proctored exam in all likelihood, and in that case you're going to have to set up an account through our online proctoring service called Examity. You can do that by simply going inside the Examity module, which is at the bottom of all the modules in your course, and following the link. There you'll simply upload a state identification. You'll enter the answers to some security questions, and you'll enter the time zone which you're taking the CDU course from. Now it's important to do this well in advance of the time in which you need to take your exam. When you're ready to schedule the exam, you simply go into your Examity account and schedule the exam for each of the courses that you're taking in a given term which have an exam. Now you'll want to remember that your CDU course is calibrated to Eastern Standard Time. Now that's important because the course has a set end time. It will end at 11:59 on the very last day of the term. That means that if you're taking the exam on the very last day of the course, you want to make sure that you have a 2-hour window to finish the exam before the course closes. If the course closes before your exam time is up, guess what? You've hit the witching hour and you've turned into a pumpkin. You won't be able to finish the exam. So make sure that you take care of that well in advance and that you're aware of the time zone differences and how that might affect your exam on the very last day. When you're ready to actually take your exam, you simply follow the link again and hit Take My Exam. You will be led then to meet with your proctor who will be watching you as you take your exam. And in this case, you will go through Canvas in your online course, and then you will ultimately go in Examity and then go once again back into Canvas to open up the exam which has been loaded into Canvas by your professor. Now for this part of it, you will definitely need a high-speed internet connection, a webcam, and a microphone because communication is necessary between you and your proctor.